I paid for my stepdaughter's wedding. Then I learned the truth. Hello everyone, my name is Oliver and I want to share a story about how I learned a tough lesson about family. My name is Oliver and I live in Chicago, Illinois. This story happened about a year ago. My stepdaughter Diana was getting married, and the wedding planning had completely taken over her and her mother's lives. When I say her mother, I mean my partner of 10 years, although we never married. I was always there for Diana, fulfilling the role of a father figure, a provider, and a financial supporter. I paid for her entire college education, which cost over $40,000 for a state school. I bought her a new car after she graduated from high school, and she's been living with us without paying any rent since then. What did I receive in return for all my efforts? Just occasional visits from her deadbeat biological father who never contributed anything but got all the credit and praise. So when the wedding preparations began, I gave them a list of 20 people to invite. It wasn't a big list, just a few close friends who had always been there for me. They agreed, saying it would not be a problem. A little later, I bumped into one of my friends at the golf course. I asked if he was coming to the wedding, and he looked at me like I was crazy. He said he hadn't received an invitation, just an announcement. When I saw the announcement, it had Diana's mother's name and her biological father's name, but not mine. I was furious and confronted my partner. She told me none of my guests made the final list because the location could only hold 250 people. Apparently, none of the people important to me were included in that 250-person count. Her suggestion to fix the problem was if some people did not RSVP, maybe we could squeeze in a few of my friends as an afterthought. The next day, we had a big dinner with the future in-laws. Everything was pleasant until Diana made a little statement her real father would be walking her down the aisle. I felt a surge of anger and embarrassment wash over me like I had been punched. But instead of reacting without thinking, I did the smart thing. I made a toast. I stood up, raised my glass, and said I'd like to make a toast. The sound of glasses clinking filled the room. Everyone smiling, thinking it was a sweet gesture. I continued. It's been my pleasure to be part of this family for the past decade. They were all grinning, thinking I was about to say something kind. Then I delivered the final blow. I said, thanks to all of you, I have realized something. I thought I was a respected part of this family, but instead I was nothing more than an ATM. At this point, the room went silent. So since your real father will be giving you away, I think it's only fair that he pays for this wedding too. Cheers to the happy couple and the path they have chosen. I finished my drink, looked them all in the eye, and said, you can let yourselves out. You could hear a pin drop. Chaos followed. My partner was angry, calling me selfish, and I spent the night in my home office. No one came to check on me, not even once. The following morning, I called every vendor I had given a payment to and canceled everything. I was not going to pay $50,000 for a wedding I was not even invited to in spirit. I did lose about $1,500 in non-refundable deposits, but it was worth every cent. As for my partner, she showed me the wedding planner, trying to make me feel guilty about how much I was ruining. I flipped through it and found the father-daughter dance section. All songs were for her real dad's taste. It hit me then they never cared about my involvement. Even the menu had items I was allergic to. I couldn't help but laugh. By the end of the day, I told both Diana and her mother to pack their belongings. It was time for them to find a new place to live. I changed the locks and opened a cold beer. Let's just say cheers to new beginnings. If this story kept you on the edge of your seat, just imagine what's coming next. Every family has secrets, every home has a hidden truth, and here on Home Exposed we uncover them all. Don't miss the next shocking twist. Hit that subscribe button now and become part of our community where the truth always finds a way out.